son, there's no way his son's 4.
And so they got text messages on, I guess, between him and the mother.
Beating. They call it the beating.
Yeah, that was a beating. I saw them pictures. That was a beating.
Those the real pictures, though? Because the one Remy just showed me, that...
Yeah, it seemed like it was the real pictures. He said, I felt bad after the fact when I noticed the switch was wrapping around hitting his thigh. He said, got him in the nuts once I noticed, but I felt bad and I'm all tearing that butt up when needed. I started putting them in timeout and saved the whooping for needed memories. So basically he was saying, like, since that incident, he stopped putting it because he saw how bad that was. Yeah. And I think that's really important to mention because I put things on myself. I got a 12-year-old daughter, and I'm not gonna go into the whole situation, but my daughter was insinuating sexual activity, and I caught her, and I lost it.
It's a touchy subject.
I lost it. You know what I'm saying? I just lost it. So I'm whooping her, right? And you ever got a whooping? I've never done this because I think it's stupid. But you ever try to put your hand up to grab the belt?
Yeah, I did.
I don't know why people do that.
Because it'd be like
natural reaction,
like blocking.
Yeah.
Oh,
man. I when I got the whoopings, I was just like, man, let me just get this over with. Whatever you got to do, get it. But she reached up and I hit her. I hit her on her wrist. Now I didn't know at the time I had sprained her wrist. You know what I'm saying?
You could indict yourself right now.
I mean, whatever, it is what it is. I'm real. I sprained her wrist though. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it.
You hear this?
You said who?
Goodell.
Oh, I mean, he doesn't govern me. I am Goodell. No, but I sprained her wrist. She went to school the next day. Come on, man. Why you don't bring that up, man? Don't bring that up. But she went to school the next day, and she couldn't twist her wrist. So she couldn't, she had an issue. She had an issue writing. Go ahead.
If she'd have told her you was going down.
Teacher asked. She's like, said to my daughter, said her name. What's wrong with your wrist? Like, what's going on? It was swollen too. She said, what's wrong with your wrist? She said, I fell down the stairs. And from then on, I was like my wife was pissed. She was happy that I beat her when I beat her because what happened, she deserved to get beat for. But when she saw that her wrist was sprained, she cussed me out. How could you do this? Yada, yada. But my daughter held me down. From then on, I said, okay, I got to be wiser in how I discipline. But that meant so much. To me, that's real family. That's family stuff. Is. You know what I'm saying? You covered me and she wasn't 12. I think she was 10 at the time. But she understood that as, family, we handle everything in house.
And it's not a situation where she's being abused,
right?
So but at the same time, that's just a touchy subject. You just spoke on the air.
No, I'm real open with mine because I think people need to be open with their mistakes, and I think that's the one thing that we have to recognize with him. He made a mistake, and it was clear. Yeah. Through his text messages that he saw was a mistake, and he said from here on out, I'm gonna take better, I'm a discipline better.
And she turned the
baby mother's
mother is the one that took it to the
right. Snitching is at an all-time high.
I don't know what it is. It's something with him. Maybe because he got so many kids and he move on to women, but that's his bitterness, man. I don't get it. Cause it's that's something you talk about in the house and come to a resolution, especially with somebody who's seeking one.
Right.
I mean, you can't get better as a person, as a man, or whatever, as a father, without making a couple mistakes and then learning from them. You know what I mean? It wasn't detrimental to nobody.
Right.
Only people who's detrimental is her in the end, because she a baby mama who getting money through the kid.
Right.
So it's detrimental to her in the end when she do what she do. It don't do nothing for her. It's not a big scandal where she gonna go write a book and everybody gonna buy it.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, if that kid grows up, if in this situation he gets in trouble for it, that kid can grow up always having an excuse.
Well, he's not going to get in trouble for it, the kid.
He's not going to get in trouble for it, but what I'm saying is when you grow up, you got to understand that, different things that you do, and we all teach our kids this in different ways, different things that you do have consequences. Yeah. Some consequences are severe, some aren't that severe. So that went severe. And when my daughter came on, I was totally apologetic. I'm apologetic at how hard I went, but I'm not apologetic that I whooped your butt. You know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to get whooped. But I am apologetic that it went that far, it was that severe, and you got that hurt. You know what I mean? And I think with this kid, depending on how this goes, kids get that in their mind. Well, whatever I do, you know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of kids today. They have no consequences, and now parents are scared to really, discipline their kids like the old time parents used to. So kids grow up today thinking there's no consequences for their actions.
Well, I think like similar to the situation I was talking about with the Ray Rice and the Solange, when someone's like, well, you're going to stand there like Jay-Z and get beat on, or do what Ray Rice did, like it's no in between. Or I kind of think some of the ways of the back in the day was wrong, and I think some of the ways of today where it's too lenient is wrong. You just got to find that good medium.
I think honestly every child is different.
Yeah,
and you really got to understand what it takes for your child. I think that old way is absolutely necessary for some children.
Yep.
And a new way is absolutely necessary for some children.
That's why I said I think it's like, to a certain extent, it's still like, even with that, it's still a medium, because some of you handle like this, some of you handle like that, or some you find in between. However it goes, you know what I'm saying?
Like my son, go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I find that my a lot of my values are old school, but a lot of my disciplinary actions are creative. You know what I mean? So I kind of hybrid the two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got these values that you're going to follow no matter what. That's my old school.
Yep.
These are the rules, and they're not going to be compromised by no means.
Right.
But my discipline for you breaking them may be not like how I grew up. You know what I mean? Like,
give an example, Jody.
I
want to give
really
what I
with me.
Yeah.
I had uncles and, you know what I mean, and grandparents who did. You know what I'm saying? So I may not be quick to grab a switch, but I may be quick to punish you and uphold that punishment.
Give an example of a punishment, a creative Jody Prior's punishment. I got one too. That's
creative, man. Maybe one time my daughter didn't. Let's say she didn't do her homework a couple times, or she really don't ever do this, but one time she was just mad for some reason. She was in one of these moods, and I didn't find the reason why she was in this mood. So then basically it's like, okay, so you're not going to give me, I'll give you 48 hours or 24 hours to let me know what's going on with you. If you don't come up with something, then something's going to happen for why you wasn't doing what you were supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just took whatever her work was and let her know that basically you're not going to be able to skip over what your whatever it is you have to do in life, your responsibilities.
Right.
So I just tripled it. So whatever she had to do, she had to do it 3 times.
Oh, dang.
So therefore, if anything go down,
Whoop me.
At the end, see, that's the thing. That's what I want to hear.
Right.
That's what I want to hear. Rather whoop me, because I didn't be physical with you and you thought it was worse.
Yeah.
You feel me? So therefore, one thing. If I get an attitude, or if I feel a certain type of way, I better let Dad know in a reasonable time so we can talk about it and come to a conclusion together. And or if I skip over my responsibilities, it's going to be even worse.
Right.
I'm going to have more responsibility. You know what I mean? Nobody wants more. I'm a grown-ass man. I want what I need to do. I don't want more added on to that if it's unnecessary. And that's just anybody. You know what I mean? So I tap into her or tap into them as though they're grown in a certain type of way, the way you got to uphold your responsibilities. If not, it's consequences, no matter what.
I think my most creative punishment, my daughter was messing up at school. She came home with a bad report card, and I told her, "You're getting ready to be a loser, and losers end up in jail." So for today, and it was on a Saturday. It was early in the morning. It was probably like 8 in the morning. I said, "Today you're in jail." So I put her in the dining room with nothing. I took everything out the dining room.
Bread and water.
And she was just she got bread and water for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. She got visitation twice that day for 20 minutes. Only person who visited her was her mom, and she came for the first visitation, didn't come for the second. So that second visitation, she was by herself, and she was just in jail for the whole day.
You had her ready to write a letter.
You know,
A kite? Anybody wrote her?
Nah, I didn't.
Email?
You know, nah, but like that was my punishment. You got one saying?
Nah.
You got to put.
Nah, like
Well, remember your kids too young to be having punishments.
Nah, I just
You
got
get
the
punched in
regular
the chest.
punishment. I whooped my daughter once. The other one never been whooped.
Really?
Yeah.
You see that good though?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. But I had to whoop the younger one. She was like 5 or 6. Nah, she was like 6 or 7. Acting up school.
I don't really got bad kids.
Yeah.
They're just kids right now.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I'm lucky. I don't really got bad kids. They just
Some people
regular
got
kids.
Just bad.
I'm
Don't
happy.
Listen to nothing they say. So.
I wouldn't say I have bad kids. Like my son, he's very active.
Yeah, my 2
He's
years
an
old.
active.
Yeah.
But he's smart, though.
I think, yeah, he's really smart. I think and people got mad at me, my wife or what? Because I punched him in the chest.
That's okay.
He's 2. I didn't punch him, but like I gave him a nice jab to the point where he looked
Welcome
up.
to the family, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that really did wonders for him. Like that one that he understands. I'm really, really, really bigger than you, and I'm not playing with you.
now you see ITT's going down the
That's why
drain.
you have.
So the last time I was here, we were playing illegal cuts.
Right. This time,
Yo, see though.
Domestic
G.
abuse.
CPS.
Be okay explain it like a couple days later, y'all. We had it first. So
Yeah,
G it got released, I guess, to the radio stations like that weekend, Kenny.
Oh, really?
I swear it did. Because BOK paid it after that Saturday.
The Jeezy?
Real quick, like a couple days. I swear it
That's
did.
that's the thing, man. Like I'm trying to push that envelope. People need to understand I'm playing the music before I even get out. I got the new Chris Brown. I just really ain't a Chris Brown fan to play it.
Yeah, don't play Chris Brown today. Right
Yeah, not in the midst of this.
You know, if Myra was here, it wouldn't even be an option. We'd be playing that Chris Brown if Myra was here.
Brown, that makes no sense that people think Ray Rice should be banned for life, but Chris Brown can sing again.
I mean, how do you ban him from singing for life?
Yeah, you can't
I'm
ban him
just
from
saying,
singing.
but I'm saying,
I mean, a record label could drop him, but he could go to another one. It's still not the same. I mean,
He could be
Ray Rice could
independent.
go to the CFL.
picking and choosing stuff. I don't know.
People take stuff too far. I mean, a lot of people are attention seekers, like, you know what I'm saying? So they.
Rihanna got bruises, had bruises.
She like,
Ray Rice's wife was good.
she just
had
sleep.
a match.
Domestic abuse is terrible. Domestic abuse is serious. If any woman is really being abused, and we know the difference, and women, y'all know the difference. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know when it's a situation where it's serious and y'all really getting abused, and y'all know a situation where y'all love them and so engulfed with them anyway, and y'all not trying to really see them get in trouble because y'all just taking it. It's a difference. You know what I mean? Y'all know what it is. Like, I have a sister. I don't care to not talk about it. Like, if you gonna get beat and you gonna go back to that dude anyway, don't call me and ask me about nothing. Don't say nothing to me. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not fighting. I'm not going to jail for you. You know what I'm saying? And for him to hit my sister, she a grown woman. If she gonna go back to him, I can't destroy everything I worked for in my house because of what she want to do. So, I mean, for the women that are actually in real abuse situations and you're scared to get out, you need to bite the bullet and tell somebody. You know what I mean? Tell somebody, get it out there, get that handled, because there's a lot of men out here that really don't know how to be real men. So they need to either get help or get locked up. That's just what it is. But for all the other situations like this Ray Rice situation, to me it don't look like it's one of them type of situations that he's this big abusive dude that the league in the world is projecting him to be. I don't see that, and I just think we're so quick to jump on somebody or bring detriment to somebody else's character so easily when if we look at our own lives and our own situation. That's why I'm transparent, because if you look at my life and my situations, I've been in situations where if I'd have been on a wide scale, the league would have would have did away with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the first man to say, I'm not just going to beat somebody up like that. And I went through the Kobe era. I wanted him to play.
You'd have been out there looking like Steve Francis.
But I went through the Kobe era, and I know I was the first one. Like, yo, we need that dude to play, man. Forget that chick. Like, what?
This is going so.
This is going bad. This is bad. But I mean, it is real though. Like, I think ESPN people on ESPN ain't real because they can't be. On a lot of radio shows, people ain't real because they can't be.
Well, Stephen A. gave his. Sometimes I don't usually agree with him on topics that's not related to sports. But you see, he gave his opinion and spoke his mind and got suspended.
Yeah.
got suspended for a week. So.
Yeah, what was that joint about? That was
About
that was a Ray Rice joint.
He basically said domestic violence is not okay. Abusing a woman is not okay. But sometimes women got to be careful about provoking certain situations.
Right.